Welcome back to Wake Up Abundant with Amber. How are we doing today? Good morning. I hope your morning's starting off so good. Let's make it better with some high vibe content, some reflection moments. But first, let's take our 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Love doing those. Now, today we are on day 17 of Overflow October. We are going to be talking about boundaries and how setting up boundaries is actually helping you in your abundance journey. The reason why boundaries creates abundance is because when you protect your energy, your time, your desires, your wants, you create space to actually getting them. If you're constantly going from zero, empty gas tank, you're constantly exerting yourself to the point of no return, you are going to have no energy to do the things that you want to do. You're not even going to know what you want. You're going to be like, I don't know what I want. What do you mean? I don't even have time to know what I want. Like, I have to take care of my kids. I have to do work. Like, I have to do all these things. And like, I get it. And I'll probably understand more once I'm a mom, but I do wish as a daughter, I'm just going to say this as a daughter, I wish my mom had more boundaries for herself. I wish she would have told us no more. I wish she had more boundaries with work. I wish she would have had more boundaries with her life. And I honestly think it would have been healthier for me to see my mom give me boundaries of like time spent than overexerting herself for me. Because then I learned that overexertion means love. And then I had to unlearn that in my life. So I just want to put that out there. And that's something I'm going to keep in mind. And I'm not saying it's always easy. It definitely isn't, especially with people you love and care for so deeply and rely on you to survive. But I do think like kids notice, right? I know it feels very scary to say no. At least for me, like I feel so guilty when I say I don't have the energy to do that or I can't do that right now. It's hard to put that boundary up, whether it's with work or whether it's with people you love in your life. Like putting that boundary up is not always easy, which is why it's always important. If you do not put that boundary up, you will continue to exert yourself. And I want you to think about the times where you did put a boundary up. How did the other person receive it? How did things turn out? It probably wasn't that bad. It wasn't as scary as you thought. And the more boundaries you set, the more you let people know that you're not constantly available, the more they will treasure your time when you are available. And they will respect your time when you are available. Know that it's a luxury to give your time away. Time is one of the most important commodities we have. And it's one that's not replenishable. So setting boundaries is not going to hurt you. It's only going to add to you and those you love. The people that love you want you to set boundaries. They really do. It's not about being mean. There's nice ways to set boundaries. I don't think that you have to be like, I don't have time for you. Like, okay, whoa, not the move. But you can say, I'm really, really exhausted today after a really long work day. I just need some time to decompress. Let's revisit this in 20 minutes. Wow. That's totally fair. Totally fair. And it feels so good in everyone's body. Someone understands that you're exhausted. And maybe they're like, oh my gosh, she's exhausted. Maybe I go make her a little tea, a little love. Maybe not. You know, people can't read your mind. But sometimes when you do that, like you're able to really regain your energy back. And when you learn to gain your energy back, you can focus on things that you want. And you can step into overflow more. Another thing that I want you guys to just think about as you like go about your day is like, why are you afraid of setting the boundaries? Why are you afraid of saying no? What do you think is going to happen? What's the worst case scenario? And then play around with saying no. Maybe it's still small things, right? You don't have to start big. You can start small and see how that feels, see how other people react. And then you start building and building your confidence to create more boundaries respectfully. And then they also learn how to create their own boundaries. And then before you know it, there's beautiful boundaries that everyone respects. And you can all have the space to step into creation mode, which is where abundance lives. Because when you're depleted, there's no creation mode. You are in scarcity. You are in lack. You are exhausted. You can't tap into creation when you're exhausted. Sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.